Hey everyone, I'm Jen Balgo from Always on My Way, the place where we ignite wanderlust and liberate wonderlust. You might be scratching your head wondering what's the difference between wanderlust and wonderlust? What is this anyway that she's talking about? That's exactly why I'm doing this video today. In this channel and in the things that we'll be offering in the next few months, we'll be talking a lot about wanderlust and wonderlust. And I'm talking about WANDERLUST and wanderlust with an O, WONDERLUST. So since we're going to be using this as a gateway or a tool to help discover powerful ways to express ourselves authentically in this space between wanderlust and wonderlust, laying the foundation for the definitions is a good starting point for us. So that's what this video is. It's just a short video looking at some of the ancient wisdom behind these words and bringing them into our everyday lives, something that I love doing. I'm a journalist. I've been writing for a living and for income for 27 years. I love the way words influence us. I love to see how words have changed over time and how they still show up in our daily lives, and with the same meaning or with slightly different evolved meanings. So that's where we're going to start today. And we're going to start with the word wanderlust. Wanderlust is a combination of two words, Wandern, if I'm saying that correct, Wandern, and Lust or Lust, depending on if you're speaking Old English or Old German. But Wandern, according to study.com, is defined as to hike, to walk, to roam, or to migrate. Lust, or maybe Lust, if that's the correct German interpretation. And I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the German language. It's not a language I speak yet, but Lust or lust has another thread of origin. And Etymonline tells us that the Old English noun lust stems from the Proto-Germanic word lustus, which goes back even further to other words from Old Saxon, Old Frisian, Dutch, and Old Norse. So while lust today usually has a sexual connotation and usually a negative connotation, in its simplest form, it means desire and appetite, inclination and pleasure. Lust, as an Old English verb that dates back to the 1200s, means to wish, to desire eagerly. My friend Anita, a native German speaker, said to me with a big smile when I talked to her about wanderlust, and she told me in the German frame of mind, wanderlust is the pleasure of walking or hiking in nature, and that the pleasure in this sense it arises from doing something joyful. It arises from inside of you. So lust is this activity that you willfully do with joy, and walking in nature or hiking amplifies this pleasure. Wikipedia says that the first documented use of the term wanderlust in English occurred in 1902. And even though the German word wandern doesn't quite mean wandering in the way that English speakers think about it, they have become false friends. And wanderlust has now forever become associated with this strong urge to travel and to eagerly explore the world. For the purposes of of our Always on My Way community and the way that I'm framing wanderlust for conversation that we'll be doing further on, I'm envision this as an invisible force or energy that propels us into the world. It nudges us to be brave and to be courageous, to be limitless, to be curious. So, while wanderlust may show up for many of us in the context of wanting to travel, certainly does for me. There's my backpack. I'm ready to go anywhere at this moment in time. But so, even if it shows up in the context of travel, I want to use the word wanderlust as a way to begin to unpeel and reveal the deeper longing we all have to be connected to the world in an uplifting and energetic way. So, what about wanderlust with an O? Isn't that the same thing as wanderlust? For me, and in my frame of reference, there are different ideas, but they can be linked and help serve as a base for many other things that we're going to be discussing as we move forward here. Urban Dictionary's most popular definition for wanderlust with an O is the desire to be in a constant state of wonder. Another version of it is a passion for feeling wonderment. For us, as joy journeyers here in Always on My Way, I'd like us to see it as another force and something that's perhaps a little bit more tangible than wanderlust. Wanderlust with the O helps us cultivate a wonder-filled life, which then sparks our creativity. It revs up our resilience and resourcefulness, and it helps us tap into these magic inner genies that we have. And we can use all of these things that wonder brings us to break down some of the self-imposed barricades that we've put around ourselves and follow our impulse for personal freedom and growth. When I recently heard Will Post's song Wanderlust, I fell in love with these lyrics. Listen to these words and see how they resonate with you. Not all who wander are lost. What I'm searching for is the searching. It doesn't matter what I find. I don't know too much, that's for certain, but I don't mind. Let me just say some of those words again. Not all who wander are lost. What I'm searching for is the searching. It doesn't matter what I find. I don't know too much, that's for certain, but I don't mind. This is the space I want to hold for all of you as we start and leap into this joy journey that we're creating together. Let's waymake our path in the searching and in the journeying. And as we go, let's discover how wonder and joy and awe pulls us into a more meaningful life that's aligned with our purpose and aligned with our spirits. That's it for today. Just a short video so that we can link some of the root origins from ancient wisdom and see how it's carried into our daily lives and how we're going to move with this here on this channel and in other things that we're going to create. So if you have a word that fills you with wonder, put it in the comments below, and maybe we'll start including that in our own Always on My Way dictionary and start recreating and evolving what these words could mean to us in new and exciting ways going forward. There's also a link below that if you click on it, it will take you to a page where you can sign up for a walking story meditation. And I hope it helps you walk with wonder as you wander in the world. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be posting new videos on the first and third Wednesdays of every month. And we'll see where this journey takes us. Have a joyful day, and I'll see you next time, Joy Journeyer.